Hey all, welcome to this blatantly obvious filler playthrough. It's Mega Man for the Game Gear. I'm Harry, or Flame.
I'm Stephen.
Hi guys, it's Joey.
And this game, it's basically a kind of compressed down take on both Mega Man 4 and 5. And it does that by borrowing stages from both of them. And it's actually a pretty decent translation. I know neither of you got any sort of experience with it or whatever, but do you want to kind of going through what we've done already? What are your thoughts overall of 4 and 5, Stephen?
Basic Mega Man game.
Well, yeah.
That's all you can say about it. It's like every other one.
Pretty much agree with Stephen. Yeah, it's just like fair enough and all that, but I don't think Mega Man series as a whole leaves a lasting impression on me. Can understand why people do like it though.
That's fair enough. To me, I really like 2 and 3 from the classic series, as well as I'd say 10's pretty cool as well. But the thing around 4, 5, I can't really say much for 6, but they kind of seem a little bit playing it safe. More so 5 than 4, but still, here we go, the first Robot Master. This is Starman from Mega Man 5, and it's this that shows just how well they're trying to preserve the level design from the original games. But the one thing that kind of lets it down a bit, and this is often the same as a lot of games that have kind of like handheld equivalents, is that there's spring crunch.
That's to be expected though, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but what it means is because they're just using the same level designs rather than changing them up for the Game Gear.
I suppose it would be a bit of a problem while you're jumping and there's spikes like at the edge and you really can't see them.
Yeah,
due to screen crunch.
There are a few parts where it's like you've got to just hope for the best.
Yeah, you just got to just edge forward a little bit and just pray that you see it.
A lot of the time it's not even that, it's just literally like that there. Well,
Yeah.
It's a bit...
If you didn't know they were there, you would have died the first
It's like
time.
if someone like cut you off like when you were driving or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like it's going, well, you should have known it was there. Yeah.
It's like, I know one of the criticisms of Mega Man series in general is that you kind of have to know the levels a bit, but at least then you can kind of see what the challenge is before you approach it.
Well, I get the feeling it's expecting you to be a psychic at this point.
No, it's expecting you to have already beat Mega Man 5. Yeah. But what I will say with this game is that I'm playing on the normal difficulty. There's also a difficult mode, and after playing it a couple of times I was starting to think maybe I should have played on difficult because this is like a really easy take on the game outside of the screen crunch. But at the same time I kind of appreciate that just as a change of pace, you know? Because Mega Man games, like, I don't think they're as hard as people make them out to be, but they're still like challenging, whereas this is kind of a quick run through Mega Man, so to say.
Well, the impression I get with Mega Man is you require a certain amount of patience with it.
Yeah. So I agree, like, I'd say more so with games like 3 or possibly 9 are the more kind of stick to it ones. Whereas 2, like, if you're playing on normal difficulty, you can wing it.
I wouldn't say a whole lot, but it does require a fair amount of patience.
Yeah. One of the things that I really appreciate 2 for is that normal difficulty, you can just pick it up and play through casually. Whereas, say, the other games that are just their bog standard Japanese difficulty, like, you're probably not going to be able to just get your mate to give it a go, so to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed when the Mega Buster was rebounding off that robot. Is it capable of being hit by your own Mega Buster when they're rebounding off?
Yeah, you kind of have to just hit the face of it. The reason why it was not working properly for me was because I was not really timing it properly, so I was just shooting their leg repeatedly. But yeah, Starman is a piece of piss in this game, which is why I went in first. Basically, he just throws that and then he stops in place for some reason. So look, there's no difficulty here whatsoever, is there? What I find amusing about this game, the sound effects are obviously not quite as detailed as, say, the NES versions. So whenever Mega Man shoots his Buster, it sounds like just sort of hitting the side of a tin. It's like such a compressed sort of messed up sound effect.
Probably what Starman was built from.
It's the music sort of like, it's more bitty really, isn't it?
It is. It's really a really good adaptation of the NES themes for the Game Gear. Because, like, you could have done a lot worse, I think.
I can't believe I just said that. Bitty.
But it works as a description, doesn't it? Anyway, here's Brightman from Mega Man 4.
I just keep on thinking of the other Bitty.
Jesus. Brightman stage is another one that there's a few little bits that you could get screwed over by not really seeing the jumps properly, though it's not really that difficult of a stage overall.
Imagine if he was built from low energy bulbs.
Well, yeah. 3 hours later, Brightman's ready to attack now.
Imagine if he had energy efficient bulbs. I just wanted to see.
Yeah. Yeah, get ready to face the wrath of Brightman. Don't worry, he's getting there.
Yeah.
Just give him a second.
No, that's Dim Man.
Brightman has the ultimate power to save the environment. It's like, what despicable evil.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very evil. Are you sure you're not trying to help?
Really, is Brightman one of the Lights robots, given that Light's the one actually named after Thomas Edison?
Who knows?
Anyway, this little section here, I can't remember whether I brought it up before or not, but basically this is like one of the few alternate routes in Mega Man that you can just go down there, get the E-Tank thing, and then go back up. And I found it's quicker to just jump off and die and get taken to the checkpoint directly above you than it is to try and work your way back up.
I'm just wondering, is every robot basically Light's design that's been stolen by Wily? Or is some of them Wily's independent designs?
Well, the Mega Man 1 robots were all Lights that Wily took over. The Mega Man 2 were Wily's own robots.
Yeah.
And then 3 were ones that Light and Wily were working on after Wily was kind of pretending to be matey again.
Yeah.
The 4s were all Dr. Cossacks.
Yeah.
5s I'm not sure about. I think they were Wily's, but because he was under guise as Proto Man, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The rest of them... 6 are like some World Tournament robot designs or something, so they're all different people that Wily took over. Then after...
So sort of like scientists from different part of the globe sort of made their own individual robot.
If you're talking like Outer Universe, they were all ones like from a character design contest that in Mega Man 6. Yeah. Which is kind of cool actually. It's like, depending on whatever story they're pretending they have in each game, that's like what happens. These sections can be kind of annoying, particularly when you still got projectiles flying for you.
Out of the early ones, I think 2 is the ones where the robot's actually full on evil, and because they're built by Light,
Or even then, I think I read somewhere that like when Mega Man goes and beats them, he's actually kind of neutralising them. So you kind of neutralise robots, make them good by shooting them. That makes sense, right?
That sort of looks similar to E102, with a flicky sort of thing, because they weren't really evil, they're just animals, aren't they? Just built a robot.
I've come up with a theory.
Oh god.
Wily was gonna get taken to court for being an environmental menace, so he decided to make one of his robots eco-friendly. Hence making Brightman one of those energy-saving light bulbs.
That works.
Better than anything this could come up with.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, it's like Capcom with Mega Man, they've never been that great with story, have they? Although, to be honest, I'm glad they haven't tried, if you consider some of the ways that Sonic has gone with story, but yeah.
That's coming out on the same day as Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, isn't it?
Oh, Sonic Boom, yeah.
That's going to be blown away by themselves.
Train wreck.
Well, I think it is in the US. I think we get it like 10 days later.
I know that the Wii U and 3DS versions are both being released at the same time now.
Yeah, it's like they're just asking to lose, aren't they? They don't want sales.
Well, both of you actually get a version.
Well, I'm going to end up buying Sonic anyway, aren't I?
I won't get it. I'll just end up borrowing it off of him for a little while.
Cheapskate.
Just to get the experience.
Experience in quotation marks.
I won't like it, but...
What's the possibility that experience would be negative?
Probably 100%.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Anyway, little secret room here.
Saying that, you did play one of Harry's Sonic game, Lost World, and you thought it was good, and Harry thinks it's bad.
Yeah, but he's an idiot.
No, I would say the same about you.
He was like claiming it was the worst thing ever.
It's one of the least pleasant experiences I've ever had in my life. And bearing in mind I've had operations before. Just a little bit of context there.
The thing is, I'm just neutral with Sonic in general, because the thing is, I actually don't care about the series now. It's just I got to the point where there's a new Sonic game.
I don't think anyone does really.
No, it's not.
And that most of the fan base is just trolls.
Well, it's not so much that. It's the fact that because Sega can't keep their fan base satisfied just because of how much they've split them up. It's like the only reason why there's so many opinions flying around is because Sega have gave us so many options to choose from, and so now people don't know what they want, because like, you know, there's loads of people who want, say, a new adventure game, there's loads of people who want more classic games or boost games or whatever.
I'd say my favourite Sonic game that's coming out this year is Smash.
Yeah, that counts.
You know he's going to be good in that.
Well, I don't know if I haven't really been watching Sonic at all in Smash. Is he playing the same as he did in Brawl?
I don't even know, because I
think he is.
Yeah.
I know he's still got the homing attack and everything and the spin dash.
Because I found him a little bit clunky in Brawl, to be honest. Like, maybe because I'm so used to controlling Sonic in his own games that like the way they adapted him for Smash didn't feel right to me. But
to be honest, I haven't really
sometimes
watched
the homing attack in Smash felt a little off.
Yeah. What were you saying, Joe?
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't really watched many videos with Brawl, to be honest, because I don't really want it to ruin the experience so much.
That's Smash 4, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, like, I know a few people have been avoiding spoilers where they can. Personally, I just never even tried to do that, because, you know, like, even story-driven stuff, like, if I'm watching certain series or something, I don't mind spoilers. Like, to me, it's more the execution, how it's shown that impresses me.
Yeah, with spoilers in general, I never really mind them. But I don't know why people get so upset when they're revealed.
Well, I think some people do like to just experience the story for themselves first hand or something, rather than like know what's going to happen. Whereas to me, like I was saying a minute ago, it's like I'm not too fussed about just the story in itself. I want to kind of see the story portrayed.
Yeah, to be honest, I think curiosity is a good thing, but I just don't really want to watch too much of Smash. So just because it's one of those ones that I'm proper focused on. If it was like a game I wouldn't buy, fair enough. I'd just watch it.
The thing with games like Smash in particular as well, they're the kind of games that are just way more exciting to play for yourself than watch, aren't they?
Yeah.
And like, what I find amusing, you know, sometimes you see like live fighting game LPs and like, you know, there's normally like a couple of guys playing and they're talking, but you can't hear that because all you can hear is mashing on the controller. I love that sort of shit. It's like.
Have you seen the article with the sliders on the 3DS when people have been playing on Smash?
Guys, be careful.
Exactly. It's a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's the game's fault." How's it the game's fault? You just not got to be heavy-handed.
Yeah, it's like. Remember back in 2006 when the Wii first came out and there were all these people who managed to throw their Wiimotes through the TV? It's that sort of irresponsibility, isn't it? It's
not fair enough, yeah, I can admit I'm not the most light-handed fella in the world, but when I'm playing it, I don't smash it, like literally, like they're taking it too far, they're smashing the game of Smash.
but like with me, like I can get really into a game at times, but still, I'm always got this thought at the back of my head that this thing that I'm holding in my hand cost me 150 quid.
It's like, God, you're so lucky I'm not going to throw you on the ground right now.
Just laugh if someone just interviewed someone who broke their like slider on a 3DS and they just said a couple of words just saying it was worth it.
Yeah, I've just never got how people can kind of not instinctively be careful with their games. It's like, I'm not the most tidy with my games, like they're always laying around and whatnot, but like, I've only broke like a few discs in my life, and they're not ones that have snapped or anything, they're just worn over time. Like, I think the only time I've had to flat out replace discs are like my Shadow disc and my Adventure 1 disc, which to be fair I had for 13 years before it sort of stopped working.
Yeah.
Some people manage to just kind of eat through games, don't they?
Well, it's sort of similar to, with the remotes. Remember when they were just like thrown in the screen and shit?
Yeah, it's like...
Guys, there is a Wii strap, you know?
Yeah. And that's for, like, Nintendo kind of caved in and started distributing them jackets for it, weren't they? Which I don't use, by the way. I think they're really uncomfortable with these jackets on.
The thing is, do you actually think, like, from now, like viewing it now, like obviously you wouldn't have thought so much when you was like younger when you bought a Wii, but do you view it as a gimmick?
I think in some cases it's a well-used gimmick, in other cases it just shouldn't have been there. Like, to me, I compare like Wii Sports, where it works really well, to say Secret Rings, where it shouldn't have been used at all, and they should just let you use a GameCube controller. It's like that kind of thing. It's the technology being there isn't a problem at all, because like some developers used it really well, but it shouldn't have been the mandatory kind of option, or for a lot of games.
Well, for the games I had, it did work like quite flawlessly. It does work really well with Galaxy, like the remote.
Oh yeah, that was
to be fair with Galaxy. I found the Star Bits thing to be kind of gimmicky, and I would have rather used a GameCube controller for that game and controlled it like
that never bothered me. It's just like a little thing that's
honestly,
there.
I do think that you would need the Wii remote for Galaxy.
Yeah. I don't know. I would have preferred like having 64 or Sunshine.
Yeah, but how would that work with aiming and shooting the star?
Especially when you've got to go through the star and like jump through it.
Yeah,
that's what I was on about. I think the Star Bits system itself kind of doesn't really.
I don't mind it. I think it's quite fun.
Right.
To me, I don't think it's horrible. Like, but it's
just
like
that little thing that's there.
Yeah, but I don't like being forced to use motion controls in like a platformer.
But you have to like wave the Wiimote every once in a while.
I think it was quite fun actually. They just jumped up and swang and it's like,
Why does is it Stone Man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does he look like a robot that's cosplaying as the Thing?
I get more like a shitty egg golem, even though this game came out before SO2.
It just looks like a golem really, but it looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, like the golem card.
But I mostly get the Thing from the Fantastic Four.
I do, but not so much the overall shape, because the shape's more golem-like.
Maybe it's like Baby's first Colossus or something.
Maybe.
I don't know.